you want to put yourself on camera?
Not really.
Neither do I. Can't breathe.
Put it up with the fan. It's entertaining to watch.
Fuck me.
Sorry.
I'm so picky and peer-reviewed autistic, so I eat the same things all the time.
I know what they mean, yeah.
It's okay. People who have autism gets fixations. It's just part of your personality and who you are.
Well, it's not even being autistic with food. It could be, okay, I know this is not going to destroy my health, so I'll keep eating
Well,
this.
it's also textures and different reasons.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm a mom of an autistic child. I know. I lived it.
Yeah. True.
I have a Mexican food truck near me. They are straight from the motherland.
Yum.
Their birria tacos are Yes, Kane.
There's nothing better than a Mexican taco from a truck.
Oh my God.
You know?
Oh. They just know.
They know.
Oh, Mexican street corn.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Candies?
No. Yeah, they can
No
keep...
mas.
You guys could keep them.
No mas.
Everything's chili.
Yeah, the food?
Phenomenal.
Awesome. The candy?
Nah.
I like the cookies, though.
Oh, yeah.
The pink and white marshmallows with the coconut on it.
Where's my churros?
Oh,
Who doesn't love
churros.
churros?
Yeah, there's nothing better than a churro.
Come on, dude. That's so good.
I say peer-reviewed because I've never been diagnosed, but everyone I meet says, you are autistic at this point. I'm like, I fucked, guess. Well, no, you're not fucked because you're autistic.
No.
I'm on the spectrum. It's okay.
Yeah, I think autism is a spectrum for everyone.
Well, yeah, it's on a spectrum.
Yeah, everybody.
Like me, I have a problem with like loud noises. I have a problem with people who are very excitable. Crowds, I cannot do crowds. Everything becomes a blur with crowds.
You're an ass beat, dude. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the spectrum. So
And you didn't speak till you were 4. I mean, that's huge.
yeah, there's that too. I didn't speak until I was 4.
That's huge part of it.
I am who I am. And you are who you are. And you should be who you are and not what other people expect you to be. Because I tried to be what other people wanted me to be. But I could never do it. You know why? I couldn't do it and be what they wanted me to be. Because it's not me. And that's okay. That's okay. So you didn't gain your family's, attention over the things you do in life. So they didn't value you enough. But I have my gifts. The problem is, my family never saw my gifts and never nourished my gifts. Instead, I was shunned and told, because I'm not like them, there must be something wrong with me.
No, you were fine.
To which I find out later in my life, I'm perfectly, like you said, I'm perfectly fine. They were the ones with a problem because they lacked the acceptance. I was accepting them for being assholes.
Oh. Wow. You shouldn't have had to do that, but yeah. Yeah. Man, that's real weird about your cousins and your sister. And I hadn't heard that one.
That's some fucked up shit. I didn't want to go through that.
Whoa.
Like my family, it's just these weird things during that time of them always putting me
very sus
in positions with older men or like I was molested at 13 by this guy at a campground. He started touching my cooter bits.
Okay.
He was like 23 or something.
Didn't hear that one.
Then my parents trying to get me to date that 25-year-old when I was 14. Then when I was 18, my mom tried to hook me up with this one guy on the internet, and I didn't like him, and he was creepy and weird.
There's too much of that.
Yeah, they always forced me into these
it's not
positions with people.
It's not parents trying to set you up with someone nice. It's something different.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's something different.
Well, they never told me.
And force you out of a house in a tent with your two male cousins. Give me a break, dude. You guys are perverse. Clearly. Anybody tell them that. You're fucking perverse. You're doing weird shit. And you're trying to get your kids into doing weird shit too with your own family. Into the incest, huh? Wow. Nope.
No, this is the Italian half of my family.
Well.
This is the introne side.
Whatever.
I looked up it comes from the word introna. Now you'll see a lot of physic words compared to that introna. My Italian side's surname. I actually found the records of my grandfather.
Did you?
Yes,
That's
I'll
cool.
show you.
That's really neat.
Giuseppe Anthony, great-great-grandfather. His boat records.
Was it Ancestry.com stuff? That's an awesome site.
Yeah.
That's such a great site.
And I was like, oh my God. And then I saw my freaking Uncle Kaz, and I'm like, oh my God, it's my Uncle Kaz.
That's really awesome.
But,
very cool.
My Italian half comes from Bari, Italy. Introna means to light, to dazzle, to shine.
Okay.
They were fishermen. They lived on the port in Bari.
Okay.
If you don't know where Bari, Italy is, you look at Italy, it's a boot, right? It's Bari, Italy's right on that heel.
On the heel.
On the heel of the boot of Italy.
Right on the water. That's awesome. Man, I bet that place is gorgeous.
On my Facebook, I actually am friends with a lot of my Italian relatives in Italy.
That's good. That's why you keep it. That's why you keep your Facebook.
The intrones, yeah. So I get to know that part of my family.
Cool.
They weren't involved. I looked it up over the intrones. They weren't involved with the papacy. They were actually rejectors of the papacy.
Anti-voters.
Yes. That's my family line.
They're good people then.
Yes. All my...
They're good people then.
My Irish side, they were just potato pickers. And farmers.
Yeah.
Poor people. Innocent, yeah. And then you got the native side. No, you know how innocent they are.
No, it's not the enthroned family. It's particularly your parents were weird, dude. Straight up.
Yeah, you know.
They were into weird stuff.
Yeah, they were. I think they were.
I'm not going any farther than that.
Like, they were the ones who made me have my first cigarette. They forced a pack of cigarettes on me when I was 13.
Well,
Here, smoke this.
You are guaranteeing your kid to smoke doing that. So good job.
They provided me liquor and got me drunk several times when I was underage.
Guaranteed to have your kid drink later in age, too. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they always talked about drugs and how awesome it was.
That's fantastic.
And I'm not just talking about pot, guys. I don't think pot's really a drug. It's an herb.
Jesus,
it's medicine.
You're the bad parents, but your parents did this to you.
No, my parents, they did the cocaine. They did the LSD. They did the peyote. They did all of it. The heroin.
They did heroin?
Yeah.
Your parents had tried heroin.
Yeah. They did it all.
Wow.
And they used to brag about it when we were kids. Probably because they were fucking high.
Probably. And drunk.
And then my mom got into pill popping. And she became even more psychotic.
It's a disaster.
She's tried to kill me several times in my life. And my siblings, they're just complacent.
Oh, Mom.
I don't want to talk about you and Mom's drama. That's what I got. Me and Mom's drama. Your sister is saying she's being abused and you're just fucking ignoring her and enabling Mom.
Wow. Yeah.
Same with my father.
Yeah, that's why I went off on him.
I know.
You know this shit's going on and you're doing nothing. You know your wife is mentally ill and you're doing nothing to help her or your daughter. That's literally what I said to him. And then Betty comes on and says, you're going to give him a heart attack. I don't give a shit.
You're going to give your daughter a heart attack.
Yeah, you're going to kill your daughter with a heart attack. Exactly. From the stress.
I mean, you already fucked me up enough as a person.
Phil stood up for you then.
He did.
He did. Because he actually liked you a lot. He just saw the gravy train ending. That's all.
Oh, it's always about money with you people.
Selfish people, yeah. Selfish people. Yep. That's what it is. Because he actually liked you a lot. He just said, I don't think you can handle her, Jay.
What good is money other than helping people out?
That's it. Yep. The only thing it's good for. And having a roof over your head and comfortability. Being comfortable. That's it.
I mean, we gave the lesser of money to someone else who needed it.
A homeless black man, yes. That was a great brother that we loved. That's what we did. Yeah. And the rest was raped from us from the internet. Of harassing us and making us move. That's what happened to us. That's why we're at where we're at. Being too giving and then abused. That's what happened to us, dude.
Some of them people will use you.
That's right. You better believe it. Annie Lennox knows the shit. She gets it. You have these sweet dreams of being a star and then they just want to fuck you. That's it.
Annie Lennox is a fucking artist. She's
awesome.
She's an artist.
Yes.
And they don't allow her to fully express her art when it's absolutely amazing when she does fully express her art.
Yeah.
It's like magic.
Like everybody around me hated that song, Walking on Broken Glass, when it would come on the radio. And I'd be like, I love this song. And they're like, what's wrong with you? This is a bizarre song.
I love this song.
I do too. She's great. She's so different.
Yeah, that's why I like her, is because she's different. I like people who are different, that don't follow after everyone. The whole boxed, like, teeny bopper pop fucking people that they create in Hollywood, I can't stand that shit.
Boring.
Yeah, Hollywood sucks at art.
Yeah, they're not good at it. Like these stars trying to stream, they can't do it.
The music I listen to are usually all independent artists, mostly from other countries, actually. I love listening to how the Chinese do their music, and the Japanese, and the Indians, the Mongolians, the Palestinians. They're amazing in their music. You know, I just like to observe and absorb other cultures. I've always been interested in anthropology. Always. So my mind has always been scientifically minded at looking at people as an observation. When I went to college, one of my sociology, I think it was Sociology 101 with statistics. And I think that's what it was. And in that class, they really put the point out, don't judge societies, observe societies, and just remark on what the said society is doing.
Yeah, why would anybody judge a society? Like,
a lot of people are very ethnocentric. They only view society from their own point of view and not see it from another point of view of another culture, per se.
That's very weird and backward. Very, very weird and backward.
Like in Kenya, regarding like female circumcision, I learned this in my human sexuality class. I know.
They gotta do what they gotta do, I guess.
Female circumcision is a very controversial thing, but in their culture, the women desire to have it done.
Well, it's like the boys here now.
Well, they feel like they're cleaner with it done.
It's the clitoris. Come on.
They feel... I'm just telling... See...
Yeah, it's weird, though, because it's... No, with a guy...
But that's you looking at things in an ethnocentric way.
Yeah, but with a guy, there's a sack that's over the head.
Yes.
That makes sense. But with it's a clitoris.
And lips, too.
They cut the lips off.
Yes.
Okay, I'm done.
My point on ethnocentrism has been perfectly observed.
Yeah, I guess so. That's fucked.
Hey, I was trying to give a good example. You did a very good way of expressing it. Like I said, a lot of people are very ethnocentric and they only see it from their point of view instead of another point of view. When you go through sociology classes or anthropology classes, you learn to observe instead of judging. And I never lost that interest. I've been studying people my whole life. I should have a doctorate in anthropology, how much I have studied human beings on my own personal time just because I wanted to. What they do to the women in the Congo is reprehensible. They circumcise them with a can lid so they can't feel pleasure so they don't cheat.
Absolutely. FGM. Female
but what if the woman wants it? Isn't that her decision to be made?
Sure, I want to mutilate and destroy my own private parts. Sure. That's mentally ill.
A lot of people say that about male circumcision, too. It's mutilation.
It was forced on me. I mean, I couldn't choose.
Yeah, but women actually choose to do it.
Yeah, I understand. But I think that's cultural manipulation in some way.
It could be. Or it could just be how their culture is.
I see no other reason to do that type of thing to a woman unless you want to take her pleasure away from sex.
Well, you know what?
You want her to be a broodmare fuckhole. That's it.
You know what?
If it's their thing, it's their thing. That's fine. But I'm just saying, that seems like cultural manipulation from the males to have women just be fuckholes.
I should look up that video on YouTube.
You should.
so you can see it, so you can understand from their point of view.
But do you see what I'm saying? It sounds like Stockholm syndrome to me.
Well, yeah, but that's your.
Oh, we're cleaner.
That's
because your males say you're cleaner.
Here's the thing: if you were in a sociology class, your teacher, your professor would tell you.
I would debate this.
You're seeing things in a completely ethnocentric
Wrong.
way.
No, because it's mutilation of a woman's privates. That's the way.
But that's your perspective on it.
I understand it's my perspective, but I would have to have really, really good.
But how is it your business? It's the woman's body.
Yeah, it's not my business. I'm commenting how I feel about an entire group of people, a country's people's women's genitals being mutilated. I think that's wrong. So I would have to see really a lot about it to go, okay, I get it now. So it's not going to irrevocably hurt them. It's not going to. They're going to have pleasure during sex.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird sexual things that's been in human culture.
Remember what Bill Schneemlin used to talk about with the Mormons, what they did to their women?
I don't want to go into that.
Right. Well, there you go. Nah.
That's their culture, though. That's what they choose in their culture.
Just cut her clit off. That's a good idea.
Well, a lot of people say the burqa is a symbol of oppression of the woman.
It is.
But then you talk to a Muslim woman and they say they do it for their subjugation to God.
Right. Stockholm Syndrome male religions.
It could be.
What did this?
Or it just is a cultural thing.
Let women be free. That's my deal. Women should be free in every way. And if they choose to wear a hijab, absolutely. Go for it. They're covering their women in black in 122-degree weather. It's abuse. That's abuse. And the men walk around in these long white gowns. Yeah. You're oppressing women. Period.
But that's their culture.
I don't care. I'll call it out to be oppressive then. Because it is.
It wasn't very long ago that people within our culture held women to such standards.
It's fucked.
If the women want to be free in their country, they're going to have their own revolution. Yes. Just like the women here did.
That's right.
They're going to have their own suffrage.
I pray for them to get it. Absolutely.
If they choose that, I'm all for it. But a lot of women don't do it for the reasons why you think they do it. They do it for faith reasons.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
And that's fine. If I'm for their freedom to wear a hijab.
There you go.
If they choose it. But I would ask her, why are you choosing this? If they say God and it's my relationship with God, amen, do it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
There are very much a lot of places that still oppress the female. I get it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
I get it. But that's up to them. That's their culture.
True.
That's not our culture.
No.
So let them do what they need to do. Let them have their culture.
As a male in this society, I'd be like, wait, you're cutting clits up? Wait a minute. That's my fun button to use to really make my girl feel good. What are you doing? You're taking away the fun button. Come on.
To be honest, a lot of men ignore that fun button.
Well, they're idiots. Why wouldn't you want to play a video game with a body part? It's like a video game. Touching it right. It's fun as shit.
They hear women do it because if they don't have a husband, they won't survive. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Women still do that here.
Oh, definitely. In the opposite way.
Well, yeah, they're the manipulators.
Well, I'm saying women don't wear hijabs here. They wear nothing. That's their way of getting a man and keeping a man. Is I'm going to wear nothing.
Ladies, you showing it all off isn't going to get you married. It's going to make men look at you as a whore and just use you as a whore. Unfortunately, that's how men think.
Most of them, yeah. I don't think that way. I always had a fantasy of like doing the pretty woman thing. Taking in a prostitute and cleaning her up and making her my fucking wife. I always had that fantasy.
Well, I wasn't that.
Not at all. Nope. But I'm saying I had that fantasy. That's a legit fantasy I had. You know?
No, I get it.
There were many times I was like, just drive down the street.
There's plenty of times I wished a man would sweep me off my feet like Richard Gere.
Right. That's a fucking fantasy. That doesn't really happen. Unless you're Trump and you go to the Kit Kat Club.
And pick up Melania?
I pick Melania, exactly.
I know watermelon.
How about that watermelon? She's like, I'm Melania. I look like Melania. Wow.
Row.
Good goes.
Miss Row Row.
She's a row.
Miss Row Row.
Yeah. It's the happy girls.
She is a happy girl. Where was I? Ethnocentrism.
Yeah.
And how a lot of people are ethnocentric and can't see things from their own point of view.
Can only see that from their point of view. From their own ethnic group.
Yes.
Yeah. And that is a good thing to talk about.
Yes. But in college, you're learned to do things differently from that. From ethnocentrism. You learn how to just...
globalism.
Observe.
Yes. I know.
And just report. I think that's a fair science. You observe and report.
That is science.
Yeah. Because you don't want to have a biased point of view, like an ethnocentric point of view.
I don't think it's
when you're compiling data about a people.
Yeah. What I'm saying is I don't think it's ethnocentric in any way to say that cutting the clitoris out of a woman is wrong and not good.
Well, yeah.
I don't see a reason why. And they say the same thing for male circumcision. It's not the truth with males, because if you don't wash your shit, it's going to get real gross.
People view things differently than us. And I just...
Okay.
I've learned to just accept their ways for what they are instead of...
No.
I mean, it's like, would you go in their country and just, like, start freaking talking about this stuff?
Well, obviously not, because I'm not.
Yeah.
So.
That would be kind of rude. That's colonialism.
Oh my God. Come on now.
It is.
No, colonialism is going in, raping all the women, and then stripping down males and humiliating them and destroying an entire culture. That's colonialism.
But there's also...
Going and saying that female genital mutilation is bad is not colonialism. I'm sorry.
It's a form of psychological colonialism.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
FGM is never right or good. I'm just saying that.
That's your point of view.
That's my point of view, yes.
That's not the women who supported it.
Who want to get it done because they're Stockholmed into it. Yeah.
Or you think that.
No, that's definitely what it is. What woman would not want to feel the pleasure of having a clitoris?
A woman who was taught that sex doesn't matter.
Yeah, so they were manipulated into it. Fair enough. That's their culture. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been manipulated into wanting something. Fine. That's fine. It's still wrong in my head.
Governments manipulate the people. That's not shocking.
Let's mandate female genital mutilation.
Isn't that the purpose of the government, to manipulate the people to keep them in order?
Pretty much. Yeah. It's to keep the fucking cattle in line. Yes. The chattel. The goyim. The nations.
I don't know what their fuck shit is. You ain't gonna keep me in line. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm not from this world. I'm from another point of time and dimension. I'm not part of this world. I'm completely separated from this world.
You know what I like about the Bible?
What?
It doesn't talk about slicing women's genitals apart. You know?
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
What, you as a male telling a woman what she should do with her own body?
Yeah, go ahead. Cut your shit out. That's a great idea.
My body, my rights.
Absolutely. Have fun with that.
I say the same thing with the vaccine. My body, my rights.
Well, nope. Jesus,
I have a right to refuse medication. I know my rights. And I know you piece of shit Republicans who supporting this draft thing are evil as fuck. And you definitely don't give a shit about your children. Because it's your children that will be drafted. You pieces of fucking shit. My children will be drafted too. I don't consent.
I ain't no senator's son, no.
And I certainly know my sons will not consent to war. I taught them not to consent to it. It's better to die than lose your soul. You want to send your own children to war to kill brown people. You want to force them, force a generation that is completely anti-violent to try to be violent. You're pieces of shit. That's why you're starting this war shit. Because you know they're a peaceful generation, but you want to fuck up their minds because they're not looking at the internet. You have no control over them, and you won't. Even if you open up that draft, they're going to do this to you. My son's in his generation. That's what they're going to do to you, warmongering pieces of shit. Unfortunately, if you're drafted, it's you comply or you go to jail. Then
that's correct.
I'd rather them go to jail.
They will.
And they will too.
They will go to jail.
Yeah, they will, because they won't kill.
I don't think so.
They're too peace loving.
Yeah.
They're too peace loving. I know my sons.
But that's a powerful point that should be made. If this draft is really put in action like it was in Vietnam, your sons will go to jail.
That's why Republicans don't give a shit about their children.
No, they're voting the interests of the military-industrial complex.
Yeah, they'd rather vote for killing people than saving their own lineage.
Yes, that's correct. It's more important. The plan is more important.
Your plan is stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, governments of the world, your plan is fucking stupid. Trying to take over the place. Especially trying to draft these kids that don't want war. You're really fucking stupid.
Correct. Correct.
I saw a video of a woman who refused her husband's orders in some country and her husband buried her. Oh, God.
There you go.
That is not godly behavior. That's satanic behavior. That's not what you do to the woman that you're supposed to love. Just because she said no to you once. Guess what? Women are humans too, and they have the ability to say no.
But
I'll bet your wife don't love you no more after that incident.
No, she don't.
Dumb shit.
But the point is that could be a custom in some ethnicity.
Well, good.
It's not good.
No.
It's good. It should be called out. Like I feel.
I don't think that's a custom, though.
Well, in some countries it could be. I don't
That's
know.
just speculation, though. That ain't truth.
Yeah. Well, I know what Hindus do to their women if they're not loyal.
Yeah, but that's
pretty rough.
But you're just hearing a couple stories and thinking that's what reality is.
No, I've seen
altogether.
documentaries on Democracy Now! About it.
Yeah,
whatever.
but that could
It
be
doesn't
manipulated propaganda.
No way. The Democracy Now! Have you ever seen that channel? Amy Goodman?
I don't trust nobody.
Tell the fucking truth, man.
I don't trust nobody. I see propaganda all the time with different cultures. I don't believe their shit.
I don't know. I like Amy Goodman, Democracy Now! I like them.
Drinking wine. Yeah, I'm drinking wine in a coffee cup. I'm drinking this, like, brown fucking wine.
Brown wine.
I believe she tried to reject a medical procedure her husband tried to force on her. Well, fuck him.
Fuck.
He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit and should go to jail. That's how I feel. Abuse is abuse, plain and simple. Don't matter what culture you're from.
Exactly. That was my point with that shit.
You thought it was a wine glass? Do I sound drunk?
No, you just have that way about you that it's like you're kind of like, I don't know if you had some gabapentin or whatever, but you get a look in your eye that's kind of like that. So yeah, she's not drinking, guys. I'm just making coffee constantly because that's all we have. I'm constantly making pots of coffee.
We have coffee.
That's all we have.
And cucumbers.
Yes.
And bread.
Yes.
And dukes.
Yes. We'll make you sandwiches.
That's basically, essentially, I've been living on lately is cucumber sandwiches.
And bean burritos.
And bean burritos.
Yes.
Not the ones that are pre-made. Because
No,
that's too
I make 'em.
expensive.
I make them. Yeah, those El Monterey things used to be so cheap. Now one container is like $6.50.
Well, they knew everyone was buying it.
Everybody was getting them, yeah.
Yeah, because they were cheap.
As dirt. Like $2.50 for the whole package, dude.
Well, I'm glad there's cucumbers to eat.
Amen. Yeah.
Cucumbers are 70 cents. Something. And it's a lot healthier than fucking pre-packaged shit.
It is. Makes you feel way better eating it. You just gotta eat a little more of it because it's just cucumbers.
I agree. Some of the treatment in some other cultures is barbaric. I agree.
Absolutely.
But maybe those cultures don't see it that way.
Well, just because they can't see it doesn't mean it's not bad.
I know. The question is, how do you enlighten these people who are culturally
right
into that stuff?
And be polite about it. Yeah, that's tough. That's very difficult.
It is.
Yeah.
I say let countries figure out their own shit.
That is libertarian, and I agree.
Yeah, that's just how I feel. I don't think you should go into another country, invade their shit, and demand what they should or should not do.
Libertarian nationalism is the way to go. You stay in your own fucking lane.
No, Matt, I don't have Dr. Pepper. I haven't had soda in a while.
Yeah, we're out of money completely, bud. We got nothing at this point. I had to go bum cigarettes from my buddy. So that's where we're at right now.
Yep. No, it's coffee. I'm drinking coffee.
Me too.
I'm drinking that adult drink.
I'm drinking black coffee. That's all I drink now.
Ugh.
That's all I drink.
It's getting really fucking hot right now.
It's hot. It is.
It's 88 degrees.
That's pretty rough.
That is fucked. A rare red rainbow in Nottingham.
What? Nottingham?
A red rainbow.
Okay.
A rare red rainbow. Who the fuck ever seen just a red rainbow?
Not me.
That kind of goes against the color spectrum, don't you think? There's something in our atmosphere that should not be, that is triggering said effect.
Wait a minute. How the hell would that even happen?
What?
A rainbow with one color?
Yeah, a red rainbow.
How?
That doesn't make any sense because of the light spectrum.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How would that even happen? That's wild.
That's what I'm saying. There must be something in our atmosphere that shouldn't
red?
be.
Nah, it's a sign from God.
They're saying it's rare. Rare red rainbow.
No.
I've never heard of a red rainbow my whole life.
Signs in the heaven.
Yeah.
It's Jesus.
You ever heard of a red rainbow?
No.
Anyone? Tell me you've heard of a red rainbow.
Well, a rainbow by definition is
The color spectrum
Yes.
of light.
exactly a red rainbow. No,
That's the lowest part of the spectrum.
that's called a sign in the heaven. Red alert. Get ready. I'm sorry.
While it's in Nottingham, that's where the king is.
Oh, that portrait
The portrait.
says it all.
Dude, God put out a red rainbow in
Around-
Nottingham.
In Nottingham. Warning.
Danger, danger, Will Robertson.
Red alert. Bloodbath's coming. Well, it's already here in Gaza.
Nope, I haven't heard of a red rainbow.
No way. That's in...
Oh, it's a rare event. Don't tell me this stupid shit is rare. Don't tell me. I've never heard of this shit.
Try unheard of. Yeah.
I look at a lot of science shit. A red rainbow? I've never heard of.
No.
What is causing a red rainbow?
God. Sorry. That's a sign in the heavens.
There's a color spectrum.
And that was in the... That's in
But
the weather app.
The red light is the lowest level of light.
Right. Yeah. The lowest frequency range
Yeah.
of color. Yeah. Correct.
I saw a cherubim in my dream the other day. I don't know how to feel about it. Embrace it, bro.
Hey, that's just God telling you, get ready.
Embrace it.
He's coming. I'm telling you. There is. I have never felt this up about that. Because the place where Jesus walked is in rubble. Like that's the abomination of desolation. I mean, because as a prophecy student, you look at these things and they've been taught a certain way since before you were born, in my case. Okay, I was born in 84. So there's guys that have been teaching on prophecy for hundreds of years. So when you hear these things, it's just, okay, I'm going to go with the teaching, the best teaching on it, the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet.
The moon is rusting.
When you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by the prophet Daniel, run.
Yep.
Don't take anything from your house. Run to the hills.
The sun will become black.
Yeah,
and
that's
the moon
that's
will
later.
become blood red.
That's when he
here,
comes back.
I'm trying to put a point out there. The moon is rusting. It's turning red.
Right.
The sun right now, if you look at what's going on in the sun, there's a big black hole in the sun right now, and they don't know what's going on. And it's releasing all these EMF energies toward us.
Wow, Matt. You love God. If you had a dream like that, you know God.
You got chosen.
Yeah.
Sorry, time to get on the pony.
You should probably start reading the Bible way more. If you already do, you should read it way more and start a channel and start talking about it.
Yeah,
because I think he touched you.
God tapped you, dude.
Mm-hmm. He wants you. You're a nice dude.
You got to go into action. You got to be like us. and even if you think you're not going to be like us, God's going to force you to be like us. Because I was forced to be like who I am by God.
How can you be anything else? You're beautiful.
Thank you, dear.
That's true.
So when he touches you, it's just...
You have to do it.
You have to do it.
You have to.
Like, you have no free will after that.
Yeah, at least in your personal life. Talk about it.
Yeah. But it's really cool. Once you're, like, saved like that, you start seeing the first week when you're saved. The colors you see. The life, everything looks differently.
I lost my mind for probably 4 months.
I didn't. I just saw rainbow colors everywhere.
I thought every person...
Chubby! Have you ever heard of a red rainbow? I want someone in my audience to tell me they've heard of a red rainbow before. Because I'm having a hard time conceptualizing a red rainbow based on how I know how light works.
Yeah,
and the spectrum of light within raindrops.
How could the whole bow just be red?
It makes no sense.
How does that work?
No, that's a sign from God. The rainbow's always been a sign from God.
Yep.
But it's red?
Now he made it red.
Red.
In Nottingham.
That's like, I'm just thinking scientifically, like, impossible for just a red rainbow.
Yes, I agree. But he put it over Nottingham.
Over where the king is.
And now if you look at that portrait of the king, he's literally walking through a waterfall of blood.
And if you put...
That's the portrait.
If you put his picture and touch the four corners of it, it becomes a Baphomet. It's a literal Baphomet.
That's some Johnny Kleck stuff.
It is.
Fast, but whatever. That you don't need to fold nothing. He's in the open saying, I'm walking through a waterfall of blood. Get ready for it.
And what's going on with Kate Middleton? Where is she?
That's real weird stuff.
Why are they saying what they are with her, and why aren't they showing her in public?
They induced birth for their first child on an eclipse. Why'd they do that? They forced her to give birth at that time to have the kid then. Everybody was saying that's the Antichrist. That kid's going to grow up to be like Damien Thorne. I think we're way farther than that.
Yeah.
Way farther than that.
Damien Thorne, DT.
Donald Trump, yeah. Donald Trump is the man of sin. I'm pretty convinced of that.
He's obvious the lawless one. I've never seen so much lawlessness in my whole life.
God, he fits it so perfect. Everything that's said about the man of sin in the scripture fits him to a T. Nothing like Obama. Obama didn't fit it. He didn't.
Obama's just another fucking loser president.
No, he was in the office of who the man of sin would be. Who's Donald Trump. That's what I believe at this point.
Obama just likes his cocaine and gay prostitutes.
Oh.
Whatever.
Larry Sinclair.
Whatever. Obama is who he is. You know, he was a drug peddler before he became president. He was a drug dealer.
Yep.
Surprising Fast and Furious happened when he was in charge.
He was smoking the reef.
He got his connections.
His mom was CIA. Ann Dunham.
Hi, Chubby.
Ann Dunham. She was CIA, his mom.
Oh, really?
Yep. He was just another one of these. He's going to be an anointed one to be a president. And he was nothing more than that. People made really, really, really...
The fact that people think they have a choice between presidents is hilarious.
Yeah.
They're chosen before we actually do this choosing.
Yeah.
And we don't really have a choice because it's the Electoral College that actually makes the choice.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have no power over who's president.
Mm-mm.
Do you guys know that?
No, the Electoral College was set up that way deliberately.
I know. It's unconstitutional.
Oh, completely. Yeah. It should always be popular vote. And then, if that were the case, we would have had Hillary Clinton as president. That's allowed.
You know why the Constitution is so important? And the Bill of Rights? Because they are God-given rights. No man can take it away from you.
Yeah.
No one can take away your free speech. They may make you think you have no free speech, but you still have free speech. Because you can tell a motherfucker, even though he's got you locked up, fuck you. God-given right to tell these motherfucking oppressors, fuck you.
Yeah.
God-given right. God-given right. The Creator gave us these rights.
Yeah, you need to at least know the Bill of Rights. Because that's God shit. That's God-given stuff, the 10 Amendments.
Mm-hmm.
Got to know at least them. 10 Commandments, 10 Amendments on freedom. That's a lot of... Look, that document, regardless of what you think of the founders, was fucking genius. And you can found an entire society on it, and they did. And it was pretty good. All right. You don't need to put me on camera. I don't need to be on camera. You just put it up.
Yeah.
Here you go.
There we go.
That works.
I don't give a fuck right now.
Me neither.
You get a fourth waiver when you put on parole probation? What?
Waiver?
Fourth waiver?
I don't know.
What?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
I've been on probation. I don't know what you're talking about. You ain't got to throw us around, Shanny. I know. My body's all messed up and all like flared up in every single way possible.
Yeah, you're really swollen.
A lot of people, though, are going through flare-ups right now. They're doing something.
Yeah.
They're doing a thing. The damn governments of this fucking world. And you know what? I'm being mean. I shouldn't say fucking world. The damn governments of this world. Because the world doesn't deserve that type of thing. The earth is a good girl. The earth does its best to keep the balance in the force.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And yes, I believe the earth is a living, conscious being, and I don't give a fuck what anyone has to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's pagan. No, it's not. Jesus called the earth a she.
Yeah, he did.
You no longer have the right to a warrantless search. Yeah, they can come in your house anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fourth Amendment right. Okay, that's what you meant.
Oh, yeah, search and seizure. Yeah, they violate that all the time. Absolutely true.
I've been in a flare for over a damn month. I know I'm in pain every day, too. See, we're all flared up right now.
That's horrible.
Yeah. That Scottish girl with the long hair, she has a flare-up. I don't know what she has. I asked her if she has fibro, but she was like, how dare you assume I have it? And I'm like, oh my God.
Whoa.
She's Scottish, so I figure, yeah.
Christ.
A Scottish redhead, she's going to be feisty.
Oh my God, but you're too defensive. Whoever that person is too defensive. They must be attacked a lot.
That's what I'm figuring.
Oh my God. These things just cause mass mental illness.
It does.
Social media.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
Right, watermelon?
The young people got it, though. They're putting the smartphones away. They're like, fuck this. I don't need this fucking smartphone.
Yeah, the girls at Quinn's, man. They're like, Instagram? No, I don't do that. Nothing. I don't have an Instagram. I don't have nothing.
Yeah. My son's generation, they're
done with it.
Yeah, they're done with the internet. They're done with the power supply.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad they rejected Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
crap.
they rejected social media because they know that it does damage to people. But here's the thing. People like us, we don't really have much of an outlet to the world.
No.
So this is like our outlet to the world.
But we were that unique generation part that we wanted to like get on here and do stuff like this.
Yes.
We're unique.
Yeah.
We're not like a Hollywood star that makes a movie and we're done with that's our movie. We want to be on live talking to people. That's unique.
Yeah. We want to report what's going on in the world.
Live. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
We want to present transparency to people
Mm-hmm.
in different points of views. I'm sorry, Lost. My knees have been hurting like crazy. Just assuming it's from work and climbing ladders all day. Oh, bless your heart.
That would do it.
Yeah, my knees have been terrible. Like, especially my right knee lately. Like, it's even hard to, like, sit down to, like, go to the bathroom now because of how bad my knee is. And the doctor won't do shit.
I gotta make another.
You only have moderate arthritis in your knee. Really? Why does it hurt this bad then? Moderate. My ass.
But you do. That's what the doctor said, hon. But moderate is bad.
I'm so nervous about the draft being passed. Has my anxiety out of control since they have those ships in Cuban waters. That's my son is going to be 18 next year. And my other baby, he's 15. He's got, and they're going to take people with disabilities? You really going to, honestly, if the military forces Zachary, my autistic child, into warfare, I will be absolutely pissed and know that this is injustice. You can't put... There's no way in hell you can actually function as a army with an autistic person who can't hear loud sounds without freaking out. There's no way they could do warfare, autistic people. But yet they want to force it on them. Yeah, they do go to children in rural and low-income neighborhoods. They really do. The rich people, they'll get out of it. Their kids will be fine. I did hear that if you have disabilities, it won't matter. I don't know how true that is, though. I hope it isn't. They're all lying to us. The military says they choose rural areas because everyone knows each other, and it's a pre-built squad. Ew, that's so gross. I hate the military. I hate the military. There's no way I can consciously support the military knowing what they did to my cousin and knowing what they do to the Palestinian people. There's no way I could support military at all. I hate war. I can't support the military. I'm like ethically against that.
Oh no, and also the thing with the Gaza thing's a game changer.
Yeah,
it's totally a game because we're funding that shit. You can't support the military now.
No,
there's no way you can.
They're gonna force autistic people into warfare. People who can't handle loud noises. Are you fucking dumb?
Yeah.
You abusive pieces of shit. You just want to use my children as fucking rubble. Fuck you.
Disposable heroes.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
wrong.
They're disposable. For old man boomer wars.
Yeah.
Because they got to get a thrill from back in the old days.
Fuck.
War will help our economies.
Oh, like the old days, huh? Let's use Agent Orange on the fucking Vietnamese. And their kids now have cerebral palsy and a horrible genetic disorder.
I agree with you, Chubby. If someone chooses to go in the military, that's one thing. But forcing someone makes me want to throw up.
Conscription, yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Did it in Vietnam.
My sons, they will refuse. They're going to go to jail.
They're going to jail. That's it. If they refuse, they're going to jail.
They won't do it.
Your future is in jail then.
Whatever happened to being a conscientious objector?
You have to be a very specific thing for that.
Well,
You got to be Amish, Quaker, that states in your religion that you will not fight. It has to be very official. If you just come in and say, I'm a Christian, I can't kill no one, no, you're going to the front.
Yeah, fuck you.
You're going to the front.
No, I'll say fuck you to their faces. Put me in fucking jail, assholes.
Because
I'll fight you for my sons.
We're dealing with...
How about that?
We're going to have to...
Don't take my sons. Put my ass in war. Wait, what? If you refuse, you go to jail?
Oh, yeah.
No. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the law, Chubby.
That's the way it was, too. In Vietnam, if you took your draft card and burned it, you went to jail. That's how it was. Don't people remember that? If you were drafted in World War...
Honey, most people are our age. Their parents didn't teach them this stuff. They were locked out of their houses. They didn't have parents like you.
This is common knowledge stuff.
Yeah, but most people were fucking locked outside their houses.
What does that have to do about learning about the draft in World War II?
Their parents didn't teach them this shit.
What the fuck? Okay.